Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Not the word I'd use. I think of it more like a... No, I take it back. Dump sums it up nicely.
Well, I liked it fine enough.
I'm sure they're doing their best. That's the Spacer's Choice spirit. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love... I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. It's not the best choice! It's Spacer's choice! Taste the freedom! You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable. I could see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste, Sprite wash, mouthwash. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them. Have a look.
anywhere, you hear? You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
Tô fora dessa.
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. You say that like it's weird. Like I said, Jesse did me a favor, and now I owe her one. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with? Not without We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demand branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Ms. Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Take care.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws. Keep hanging around, and I'll begin to think, what can I do for you? You have...
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge. A soft, sour candy shell surrounded with sweet purpleberry flavored. Nothing to it. You do it.
Looking sharp.
Hey, I saw that.
I saw.
What do you think?
Bom, vamos lá. Eu vou sair daqui e vou tentar... Espera aí. Souvenir?
What do you think you're doing?
Ih, rapaz. Rapaz, como vai?
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
ratchet on rut in time. Leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me.
Acabei encontrando uma missão.
Dreadful sick is all.
Jason.
Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Essa é a enfermeira que se auto-internou.
Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide.
Ah, aquela que não gosta.
Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process.
Tá devendo um...
All right, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
Ela não tá de forma nenhuma.
A lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Ah, ela tá no saci porque tá devendo ao conselho. Viu um movimento suspeito. Um momentinho. E... tá aí pra ficar segura.
Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
Achei, beleza, admito. Isso vai ser mesmo salada. Oferecimento de um grupo de anos. Lágrima de sangue.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways
O Dom
about the time I
financiou.
got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ah, entendi. O cristal virou poeira e aí ela não tem pra dar o cristal.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Bem, eu quero saber como é que eu vou sair agora. Eles vão me reconhecer?
What was that? What do you think you're doing?
Just don't complicate my job, okay?
Arrependi. Bye. Fala com sua amiga.
Any word on Jesse? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. Can't miss it.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. And Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Bom, esse jogo aqui. Deixa eu ver mais uma coisa. Vamos nessa, galera. Eu vou trocar essa build. Vamos ter minha movimentação. Olha mesmo. Ela dá habilidade de furtividade mais 5. Ih, rapaz.
Keep your sights out, friend.
Eu falto duas. Entendi. Eu vou precisar hackear aqui, não tem jeito. Certo, vamos fazer outra missão. Eu vou precisar hackear.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fate and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Vicker. That seems like quite a leap. Move along.
Boa.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispense unit dispense protein. This unit is programmed to shock simulation non-functional. Trouble? Shock simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing.
Tudo caro. Não quero nada não. Obrigado. Poxa, eu tenho que pegar o cartão de acesso.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
This is Halcyon News.
Are those XF-411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Essa é a nossa amiga aqui.
The passage to Monarch is restricted for your
Pervert não, como é que é o nome dela, mano? Parvati.
canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals.
Watch out, something doesn't explode in your face.
Achei!
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff.
Ela que tá aqui, ó, doida pra
Pretty
encontrar.
warm,
Ela quer encontrar essa engenheira aqui. Vamos conversar com ela.
I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Martins, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Tá vendo?
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. You're right, I don't. The board is after 2 things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got...
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking,
Cara dela de
I
safado.
haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Se precisar trocar o signo.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain.
Pessoalmente.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest.
Ela tá muito empolgada para aprender a construir motor de nave, consertar, digo.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship that... Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is... Plus, there's no time to train my success.
Fazendo uma... é um negócio de família,
Sure
não
is.
é?
The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker.
Tennysons.
My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died.
Essa vanguarda aqui é o único lugar independente do
Only recently, when my mom died.
desse mundo aí.
Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
Dessa galáxia, sei
You
lá.
must have been amazing people. to have taught you all
O
you
resto
know,
tudo é controlado pelo conselho.
which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Cara, o vou uma grande mudança.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Passagens secretas, né? Olha, você querendo dispensar Parvati? Não.
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I yelled at that thing years ago. Now it brews a skin that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe.
Tá.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so.
Toma, sacana.
The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Rapaz.
Sorry about the heat. Here, drink up. No excuse for dehydration on my watch. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts.
Será que ele vai me dar uma missão aqui?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them
Tá
swindle me
vendo?
into a corner.
Pode encontrar uma missão aqui.
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
Tá vendo?
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do.
Tem que saber.
The back bays
As
are
bases
not
inferiores ficam no
long
deck lá
abandoned and a
embaixo.
haven for miscreants now.
São refúgio para canalhas, então vou encontrar inimigo lá.
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't
Eles
come back.
não.
I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable. Mardits are descended from the original Marine detachment that crossed the void with Groundbreaker. I don't put their lives on the line if I can avoid it. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Viu, galera? Conseguimos. Aí.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to
Empreste sua vida para proteger
wonderful
nossos...
lands and products.
Tudo pela corporação.
Military service does not guarantee full employment
Olha, isso não garante direito de serviço completo, pensão de pós, complementar, não garante nada disso. É só pra você ir lá defender.
brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's
Puta merda. Tá vendo? Não. Bora começar com o Doom. Será que eu consigo? Bora logo para essas bases inferiores aqui. Bora lá.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Calma.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to...
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew.
Good.
Quando você joga muito jogo de ação, esse jogo você tem que ler, você tem que conversar, você tem que saber as respostas certas, você tem que responder, entendeu? Você tem que melhorar seus atributos de inteligência, de tecnologia, de engenharia, a sua empatia, o seu charme. Então, todos esses são atributos que você desenvolve no jogo, né? Então, é muito bacana. E aí você vai subindo de nível e vai alocando esses atributos, né? Você que distribui esses atributos para onde você quer. Onde você acha que você, né, vai adotar. Acho muito legal, muito massa. É gostoso, porque estava muito gelado. Eu tava, mas eu fiquei desviou aí na hora que eu desci. Não é o vinho holandês que você tomou? Qual foi o vinho que você tomou lá, na casa de alguém? Alemão? Ah, eu comprei outra taça.
Essa gravata foi você que me deu.
Bota lá.
Botar.
Welcome! We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. No one turns their back on me while I'm holding court. Get 'em, boys!
Incoming!
Ah, vai ter que trocar tiro mesmo nesse filho da puta. Já tô vendo.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above?
Speaking for myself, Captain.
You came with the crew. What? You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill. Woo, look at the courage on this one. Lay it on me, boss. Give me a taste of that fiery primal spirit.
Lá vai. Não.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes, toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Posso subornar ele. Mentira, tem que ter 40 de mentira. Deixa eu ver quanto é que eu tenho de mentira. Devo ter 30 ou 28. Tô longe de 40. Aqui. 27.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos
Tô
is
conhecendo aqui
generated
não.
and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh,
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers.
Hmm.
You the one flying the Unreliable? Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Rapaz, quem é essa mulher? Rapaz, eu vou me envolver com a Sublights agora.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Eu cheguei aqui de bobeira.
Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
Angra.
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
Não quero conversar com você.
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Aquisições persuasivas, roubos, velho. Muitos orçamentos são abandonados quando contou.
Your words, not mine. Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate.
Eles trabalham no submundo, estão aí sobre uma fachada de empresa de salvamento, mas eles são o nível da organização.
I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one. Ask.
Tem mais nada.
I have to say, Miss Hooper, you are surprisingly adept in combative situations.
Aqui, ó, pressionar quadrado. Aprendi a andar sem arma. Oh, que glória. Agora que eu aprendi a andar sem arma no jogo, eu estou jogando esse jogo umas 5 horas, 6 horas. Ontem eu joguei bastante. Rádio é essa. A rádio que a gente estava falando. Perdemos outro otônio para o nome do combate da LDU. Este é o nível de questão das informações. Fiquem calmos, aprendi esses documentos. Se vocês enrolarem com os tribunais, eu mesmo limpo sua barra. Alguém tem visto o Hawthorne? Não. Uma ajuda confiável seria bem-vinda. Ela curte Hawthorne. Depois de bandidos sublagados, a gente está trazendo de novo para ela, para a empresa SL Todos. O assunto envio para Ribeiruna. Até segunda ordem, você também tratá-la como uma extensão da minha mesa. Falando nisso, Tobias. Ribeiruna, terra de meu amigo Ribeiro. E meu amigo Kaká Ribeiro. Os dois amigos. Envio-lhe lá, Tobias. Comanda aquela extensão, tá? Uma carne de estofo estragada que arraou no fundo de um canyon de monarca. Vamos ver o quanto dá para vender. Esse que eu não disse. Certo. Estamos aí na atividade. Carai.
CNP Force Pocket. Can be macrowaved in 2.5 seconds. Force Pocket.
Vamos encerrar aqui. Depois eu volto. Vou aqui no mercado.